Another day, another opportunity. Here is what I'm thinking to happen. I explained to you yesterday why there is going to be a pullback in my opinion and why am I shifting my thoughts. I'm changing my focus fully. The reason is, guys, I do believe there is going to be a pullback. The pullback might not come now. I might have been too early. We discussed it yesterday. If you missed it, check it out. We're going to put a card up there. But ultimately, I'm just going to trade the chart that the chart gives me. And the chart looks like a bullish chart on the 4-hour level, and that means I'm basically waiting for a 50% retrace, and after that looking for a 15-minute market structure shift. It's quite simple. If you look at the total market cap, and I know like all the, you know, the war and all that, guys, I have been monitoring the situation in the situation room. The market is so irrational, I can't even tell you. I longed oil up here, down here at 87. I longed oil up here. Oil is up 10% since my long. I closed my long position. I was short Bitcoin. Bitcoin is also up. Gold is also up. Like, it's just everything is irrational. And you can look at, but 𝗓𝗓, I read the comments, which is super cool. Comment below, but like, 𝗓𝗓, why don't you take under consideration the Iran peace talk? Because I don't give a fuck. Like, that's the honest truth. Because I've been doing that and I've only had stop losses. So I'm just going to go back to the roots and simply take this as it comes. So if you look at the total market cap, ultimately, I'm looking at the exact same scenario here. The only difference is that the push here on the 4-hour has not been as impulsive as it was on Bitcoin. So if you look at this, Bitcoin has already come back to the 50% level up here, which did not get touched by the total market cap. This was one of the reasons why I actually pivoted and I said we could see the total market cap reach this level, which we should see on the daily. So we could see another 2%, 3%, 4% push on the total market cap, and that could take Bitcoin to around 80,000, somewhere around there, $82,000. That could happen, but ultimately I am expecting a reversal soon. Now, I'm waiting for a 50% retrace on the total market cap and on Bitcoin. Oh, there was actually a 50% retrace on the 4-hour here. Look at this. There was. Okay, so now I'm just looking for a 15-minute market structure shift. I'm looking for a 15-minute market structure shift. Let me just pull this up here. I'm going to go down onto the 15-minute chart. And there is no higher high there. So this is the level. This is the 4-hour level right here. Let's pull this up from the bottom here. This is the 4-hour leg, and there was indeed a 50% pullback here, but then there was not a possibility to make a new high, but these are relatively cool highs. I would expect this to come a little bit lower down here, somewhere 2.53 trillion, and make a higher high. This is what I would be looking at, longing somehow like this. We'll see how it plays out. Of course, it is still in the cards, and I said that. I still in the cards. You gotta play the chart. I don't care about the news no more. It's all about the charts, back to the roots. So I can see this break below 2.47. If it does, well, you know, nothing really happens. Then we're just going to swap short and target the sub 60,000, which I'm waiting for. This liquidity is going to get taken. Mark my words. I'm telling you, this is going to get taken. I know you're thinking we're stupid. I know you're thinking Ben Cowan is an idiot. He's not. You know, it is going to get taken. It is coming. This is what I'm looking for, potentially for a final push up to the 50% leg around 2. Let me just see the daily chart here, 2.67. So possibly this is what I would be looking at, the last push up that level. This could be a decent like 5% trade, so I wouldn't fade this. This is what I'm expecting, and in case we break below the 4-hour level, I'll just simply start scaling into a very, very, very big short position. And until then, I'm basically just waiting out here. There is no news. There's nothing happening. I'm actually vibe coding a bunch of things. I'm super excited about it, and there are a couple of things that I do with a couple of analysis. I can't really tell you yet. I'm gonna give you the details, but that also signals a massive divergence happening, meaning the prices keep pushing higher, but we do see discrepancy in the data, meaning the market is about to be flushed. I would give it another week or two. Again, I do believe selling may go away is going to happen. I'm waiting for a flush. Sub 6,000 is coming. I'm taking the chart as it comes. I'm playing the 4-hour level. If the 4-hour leg comes back to 50% and shows a 15-minute market structure shift. Also, by the way, it can happen from here. Like, because the total market cap did come back 50, it can just simply happen from here. We can see a push right here, start going in and close above the relative equal highs here, and then create a 15-minute market structure shift because it touched back onto the 4-hour leg. So we can see this play out very simply. We'll see how it goes. Once I see a 15-minute market structure shift, I'm going to update you in the community. Join in here. This is the place I can update you. There was something happening with Bitfund yesterday as well. They sent this to me, so I sent it to you. But ultimately, this is where I post my charts and whatever. You can join in. And I also wanted to let you know about the trip that is happening in less than 2 weeks. So, guys, we're going to Madrid to a Real Madrid match. VIP is going to be absolutely amazing. We're going to meet with a superstar from La Liga. All you have to do is use the 2-bit link in the description. They're a non-KYC exchange available worldwide. You can trade on there, and then there are 2 ways to actually get qualified. One of them is make the highest PNL. I'm number 7 here on volume. Sorry, do the volume, trading volume. So that means that the top one is 3,950,000. 6 million is the number 1. Sorry, 3,950,000 is the second, and 3 million is the third. But all the way up to the 5th place, you can come. 6th place, you can join in here. So if you make 2 million volume, you know, if you want to join us in Madrid, it always changes in the last minute, so do that. And the second is that you can actually just do the PNL. 108% is number 2, 125 is number 1, and 51% is the number 3. So you can do all these. You can find all the information in the description. Go and join in. You have a chance at coming with us. We're gonna play paintball. We're gonna go go-karting. We're gonna go eat nice restaurants in Spain, in Madrid, and then we're gonna go to a VIP meetup with a La Liga star and the VIP game. Is going to be absolutely crazy. Come and join us. We'll see you there. Link in the description. Join in the community. Have a good weekend, and I'll keep you posted. Good luck, everybody. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.